Coach Strong has to be excited. Returns 10 out of 11 starters on the defensive side of the football. All of his top tacklers are back, 2 really good safeties. You got to be pretty excited about this defensive football team he has this season also.
Yeah, number 29 is a guy you want to watch for in some of these drills. That's the strong safety, Hakeem Smith, an All-American candidate.
Wait. Hey, don't be afraid to put your body on the guy. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Better. Good. Explode too.
Football is still about the fundamentals, and coaches like Charlie Strong are the best in the business of coaching. That's Preston Brown, his best middle linebacker.
Hurry up, go. Good. Don't hop. Don't get overextended. Don't get overextended. All right, let's go. Don't get overextended. Don't get overextended. Good.
It's about keeping their feet under them. Defensive players are so much about keeping their feet under them so that they don't miss tackles and be in the proper position. And that's what Coach Strong is trying to teach them right now, not to get overextended.
Take your eyes to the ball. Better.
You can hear Vance Bedford, defensive coordinator, in the background there. He was with Urban Meyer and Coach Strong on that Florida staff.
All right. Wrap up and drag your feet, George. Wrap up and drag your feet. Good. Stay down, Burgess. You don't need to jump. You ever seen a guy jump when he gets tackled? Have you ever picked up a running back? When? Yeah, number one, you're not strong enough. Number two, you have no power. So that will never happen. You're a guy that pulls them down. Let's go.
Joey, would you want to come through the hole and see Coach Strong at the middle linebacker?
No, he still put when he shook my hand. When I met him and he shook my hand, my first thought was he looks like he's ready to play.
Oh yeah.
Gets up at 4:30 every morning and goes out for his jog. Barely gets any sleep. Always wants to be productive in life.
Close to the hill. Better. Let's go. Explode. Punch. Hurry up, don't walk, bounce. Don't walk.
You see how hands-on Charlie Strong is in preparation for season number 4 for Coach Strong and Louisville. Nick Saban working with the defensive backs down in Alabama. This is the nature of guys like this. They want to get right in there and attack. We look ahead to the schedule, and this is the only thing when you talk about Louisville and the prospects for the year ahead. Listen, San Diego State boys decided not to come to the former Big East. They tried and had the opportunity to have a non-conference game against Texas A&M. You can't blame Louisville for the schedule they're going to play. A year from now, they're in the ACC. They got Florida State, Clemson, and everybody else. You size that up, and what are your expectations as to how they'll be perceived nationally going through that slate?
When you look at the schedule, there's not a game on there that they can't win. That being said, last year you would have said the same thing. They lost to UConn and they lost to Syracuse in embarrassing fashion. The Rutgers game was very close. So I don't know that they're going to win every single game, but if they do, I still don't think that they're going to beat out a one-loss SEC or Pac-12 team.
Everything has been extremely positive ever since the Sugar Bowl here in Louisville. The only negative is its schedule. When you look at it, there's just no signature win on there. They're ranked number 9, but I don't know that they can raise above that because of this schedule that they play. Now, teams have come from way back. Notre Dame proved that last season, unranked to get into the championship game. I just don't think that Louisville playing this schedule can get much higher than the 5 area unless a team like Houston, Memphis, UConn, Cincinnati get hot and are undefeated at the end. But other than that, it's going to be tough for them to climb to the championship game.
And Joey, I assume, to fall completely apart in front of them the way you see it.
Absolutely. And completely is the right word. Not just one loss. Alabama can afford a loss, and they're still going to be above Louisville. Those teams up there, that especially SEC teams, Georgia, South Carolina, they can afford a loss and stay above Louisville with this schedule.
I'll tell you something else. We talk so much about Bridgewater, but Dominique Brown back at running back, Perry at running back, Michael Dyer at running back, Parker at wide receiver. There is a lot of talent on this roster. It's not just getting Bridgewater and an easy schedule.
And they need balance. 103rd in the country last year running the football. It's not a good balance. You can beat teams in the AAC, but you're not going to beat the teams at the top of that poll.
Well, this has been a good stop on the bus tour here tomorrow. Always got a dandy, always a headline maker when you head to Columbus and visit with Urban Meyer. Just a few things to talk about with recent events in recent weeks. We'll discuss some of the topics when we come back.
If there's
100th Rose Bowl game coming up this season as the DirecTV bus be taking a tour to teams trying to get themselves there to the 100th Rose Bowl game. It's been a great 2 weeks of this summer bus tour from Georgia, Clemson, South Carolina, Florida, Oregon. Today, Louisville. Tomorrow, Ohio State as we visit with Urban Brian Griese. What are you looking forward to seeing tomorrow up there in Columbus?
Certainly I want to see the answers with John Simon and Jonathan Hankins and their replacements on the defensive line, but ultimately I want to see Braxton Miller. Is he progressing in the passing game the way that we've heard he has in the offseason?
Got a Michigan guy going to Columbus,
Yeah, and
Ohio.
I agree with you. I think the big question is that